A couple of Wisconsin Ass Wagons. Load updates. Yeah, I got that one from Minnesota down here to North Carolina. And a roller coaster near a shipper on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and furry studio audience. That is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, here I am parked in Duncan, South Carolina. They call it the Spartanburg TA, but you know, I've always said before, TA always does that. They call itself the one of the biggest city nearby. Like the one in near Cheyenne, where I live, is actually in Burns, Wyoming. Anyway, reason I came over here, it's a little bit out of my way on the route I'm taking back up to Colorado with this load. I'll talk more about that in a second. But the fuel's only $4.37 a gallon here today, and it's going down after midnight. I know, I can't believe it. That's the cheapest I've paid since I came back out back in March. I think it was still even higher than that then. So take advantage, baby. And this is a really light load. It's only 5,000 pounds. So hopefully I don't encounter a lot of wind. Pet beds going to the Sam's Club distribution center. So if you live in the Colorado area, I think that one does all of Colorado and even Wyoming and everything too. And you're buying yourself a pet bed for one of your pets here in the next coming weeks, you're welcome. Yeah, that load running down here was crazy. Had I had to wait until the pickup appointment of 8 p.m. on Tuesday, there's no way in hell I could have made it legally at all to deliver here at noon. It was a 1,400-mile drive in less than 2 days, and I still made it work. And I was going against the clock because I was going from Central to Eastern time. Barely made it work, so I didn't get a lot of sleep the last couple of nights. Drove my arse off for a load that didn't pay me. Talked about that last time. And yes, I know, people say, well, why do you keep complaining about how bad the rates are and you keep taking it? I didn't mean to take this one and I shouldn't have, and I admitted that last time. You know, so, alright, back off on that. Anyway, the one going back up to Colorado actually pays okay. Not great, not what I need to make. But it pays to run the truck and gives me a little bit of scratch. And it gets me home so I can make my appointment on Tuesday to get the old fingerprints done and all my documents checked and the background checked from the government and all that, so I can try to get my hazmat back. And speaking of that, I do have to address what some people put in the comments saying, well, hey, now you have to go to a school and then pass that entry-level driver course and all that if you're getting your hazmat. That's only if you haven't had it before. Believe me, I went to the website, I read all the rules. If you've had it before and it's been not too long, like mine, wasn't all that long ago that it dropped off, then it's not the first time I've had it again, so I just have to get the background check, the fingerprints, and yada yada yada. So the receiver today in Mooresville, North Carolina, they got me in and out within about 2 hours, not too bad. And then Bo got me another load. Like I said, well, he called me while I was backing into the door there at Mooresville, and so I went down to this place in Charlotte, North Carolina, called Envision. They make pet beds. So there you go. They had some on display, all different big sizes, little sizes. No free samples, unfortunately. I could always use some extra pet beds. But anyway, so that's why this load is so light. It fills the trailer, front to back, top to bottom, but only 5,000 pounds because it's pet beds, baby. It's light. So it's been a couple of days since I did the last video, or a few days, and so I just wanted to throw something up real quick tonight so you know what's happening. You know, and I've got a couple of ass wagons to show you. Oh yeah. Now this first one, this happens to us all the time in trucking. I'm in the right lane. You see vehicles on the left lane, and this pickup comes up, and he's not, you know, willing to wait for the other two vehicles in front of him to move out of the way. No, he's got to cut in between me and the other vehicles, which is dangerous as hell. People do it to us all the time. This is why I always run a dash cam. For those of you curious, Rexine V1 4K is the one I use. So it's only 99 bucks on Amazon or something right now. You can get the V1 Generation 3, which is the previous one I have. I still have it because it does the time lapse. I have to manually do it on the other one. And it's only $59 right now off the Rexine site or Amazon. So maybe even it's down to $49. And it's been solid. It lasts. The Rexines have the superconductor thing in there instead of a lithium battery. That's why the Garmin's, any one I've had, never lasted more than 6 months, because that battery overheats the circuit board, burns up the whole unit. So if you're going to get a dash cam for your truck, make sure it has that super, I'm not sure if it's called superconductor or supercapacitor, I think is what it is. Superconductor is a whole different kind of thing. Supercapacitor. The ones with just the lithium batteries, they are not good for solid 24/7 use that we need them for in the trucks, and they will burn up on you. Just FYI. Okay, here you see I'm in the right lane. Those other vehicles are in the left lane. And then just look to the left there. Here comes this little pickup. Yep, he's not willing to wait. No. He's going to cut out in front of us and be dangerous as hell. Okay, so that was more of your typical kind of daily ass wagon that happens to us all the time. Now, this next guy, I'm going to have to narrate this one because you're not going to believe what an ass wagon this clown is. All right, this is my perspective. Just wait, we're going to have the zoom in slow-mo here in a second. Now, a little silver car behind the pickup is merging on, tries to whip around behind the truck, even though he's nice enough to move over to let those two on. And now he's tailgating that truck. Then he's going to whip behind the pickup, tailgate him, and then he's going to slide in between the pickup and the big truck as the big truck is now trying to move back over into the right lane instead of getting hung out there in the left lane like four-wheelers do to us so often. There he goes. And now the ever-popular zoom and slow-mo. All right, here it is again. Look, the truck has already got a signal on, moving over, and the car is going to try to whip around the left side. Realizes he can't do that because the truck nicely moved out of his way, so he and the other pickup there, which is now merging on safely, could get onto the freeway. But no, he's an ass wagon, so he's going to ride that truck's butt and then starts moving over right behind the pickup's butt with no extra room there. And just watch what he does here. Yep. He's going to keep tailgating that guy. Now the truck is going to turn on his signal, trying to move back over because so many cars always leave us hanging out there in the left lane. And look, whoop, there he goes, right in front. Dangerous as hell. The thing that's so ridiculous about that is he's probably going into the Twin Cities at that point. I was only like 30 miles away. And it always kills me when people who are going the shortest distance drive like the biggest ass wipes, trying to make up time because they're probably running late. If you're only going that short a distance, driving like that isn't really going to make up enough. What are you going to make up? Maybe 20, 30 seconds, maybe a minute tops. If you're running late, that's not going to help. If you're running 5, 10 minutes late, it's not going to help. Driving like an ass wagon and, causing wrecks and all that kind of stuff. It's always those idiots that do that. They think, if I just drive crazy and cut everybody off and whip in and out of traffic, yeah, maybe I'll make up time. Yeah, your car is not a time machine. Just saying. Okay, and while I was getting loaded down in Charlotte, I sat in so much traffic today. God, the North Carolina area, Charlotte area is terrible. It's lousy with traffic. You know what I'm saying, baby? Yeah. Anyway, while I was parked down there at the shipper today, I was on the phone with my wife, and I look up over the building next to me. I'm like, there's a roller coaster over there. Yeah, I had to look it up. I was really close to the South Carolina border with North Carolina, and apparently right on the border, literally on the border, is this amusement park called Carowinds. And they have like 14 roller coasters and a whole bunch of stuff. That's the only one I could see from there, but I thought that was pretty cool. Not often you see that. What do you think? Well, this is going to be a pretty tight run from where I am right now. 1,560 miles or something like that. I got to do that in the next 2 days, Friday, Saturday, because I deliver at 10:30 a.m. Sunday morning. So it's going to be another kind of marathon drive. So I thought I better throw something together tonight because I may not get to it in the next couple of nights, and then I'll be home, and I got to do my fingerprints and all that stuff, and preparing for the future. That's what I'm doing. Get that hazmat back on the license, and we're going to move on from there. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Just a couple of quick updates for you and a couple of ass wagons. There's always plenty of those out there on the road, right, Rusty? Yeah. So, at least we get the cheaper fuel tomorrow, which will be good. Cheaper, not like it used to be last year, but comparatively to the way it's been recently. Anyway, so yeah, got the load updates and what's going on, and we'll have a couple of days at the house, which will be nice, and you'll like that, right? Of course, we'll restock the truck and blah blah blah, and all that good jazz. Don't forget about Clutch Trucker at Instagram, Clutch Trucker at Twitter. I did put a couple little vignettes up there with mainly Rusty on them just recently. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications, when the new videos come out here on the YouTube channel. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. I'll tell you something that precious lab of yours can't tell you. You find that crazy typewriter, and you found your man. That strip, no, come on down here, that's cheating. Come on. Come down. There he goes. All right, now go get it. It's up in your pet bed. Still haven't written a verse for the Beg and Strip dog song. I'll have to work on that. Been a little busy this week, last few days at least. My gosh, running my butt off. All right, you already got that one on there, Rusty? All right, here's another one for you. Yay! Loved and begging strips. Crack cocaine for a dog. Alright, I see one more piece you dropped. Sure he'll be all over that. Oh yeah, there he goes. There's a couple crumbs there. Alright, happy dog look, Rusty. Rusty! Oh, you found the crumbs. Okay, there you go. Look up here.